Joepie.
Bienvenue à Egnerf.
Fly squatter.
Fly squatter.
We somehow ended inside.
I'm still navigating.
Ja, zo am I.
Good morning, YouTube. Waking up from that, that's pretty rough. Let's see how Joep doing. I don't think he's going to be happy with me pointing a camera at his face, but that's exactly what we're going to do. Good morning, monsieur.
Hello.
Oh, he's actually sort of kind of awake. It is now 11.
Were you the one showering?
Yeah, I just showered. Yeah, there's no one else here, I hope. It's 11. If we want to see that food hall at all, we should probably get going.
I'll be there in an hour.
Well, I did.
Close the door?
Sure. I didn't get killed from waking him up, so that's not too bad. Ooh, it's such a nice sunny space. Look at this. Honestly, the city's lovely, but the place is potentially even lovelier. I could absolutely live here. Probably not my price range though. Anyway, I brought my own decaf because, as I'm sure I've mentioned at some point, I stopped drinking caffeine, which is extra rough on a day like this. But here we go.
Day 2.
I'm proud of us, Joep. We managed to be out on time to go see the market hall.
Wow.
After yesterday.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
I needed my breakfast and my coffee though, even more than usual. So thanks to all the French people at the punk bar yesterday. And the guy that gave us La Chouffe instead of
lager. Yeah, that was definitely one of the problems.
Good morning, people of the internet.
Even though it's afternoon.
For us it's morning.
It feels like morning for sure.
Dijon is very gentle to us. We got live music, people dancing for us. I think they were just dancing for themselves and it was even more beautiful.
Yeah, that
And
adds
now
to
we're
the
gonna
atmosphere.
visit the market.
I can smell fish. So, we just bought some food here.
And my
Joep-
friends.
Yeah, Joep asked, can you eat this cold? And then he started explaining. And then we saw photos of his area from Morocco, where he's from. And he told us where his parents live. And he gave us a free hamburger.
And a tip for a good B&B in the valley, looking out over a big lake, and a nature reserve for 15 euros a night.
50, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah, ridiculous. So we may as well go to Morocco next time. Well, that
So
was
give us money.
that was an experience. Joep is buying olives because, of course, we need olives with our Moroccan food.
Oh, I love this.
No, olive this.
Olive this.
Olive this. Strawberries. So there's quite strict rules here officially
I'm in heaven.
for filming people. So we're a bit careful with that, not filming everyone here, and it's very busy. Pretty impossible to not shove the camera into people's faces accidentally. What I'd love to show you, which we can't, is that it's now noon-ish, and people are already, all of them, drinking wine.
Bottles.
Of wine.
Beers.
Yep. I knew that was a thing in France, but I didn't know they started this early. So,
Oh, it starts at 11.
well,
I'm same as Belgian people, but then more friendly.
and more French. It's a real social thing, that market hall. It's not just for buying food and getting out. People are really just chilling there. And it's a very pretty space as well. After yesterday, a little bit of hydration goes a long way, doesn't it? Hydration, irritation, inflation. Well, I went out to get cash, and one thing is very similar to the Netherlands. Here too, the cash machines are often broken. So, didn't get any cash, and that place where we want to have coffee doesn't accept cards. So, how are we gonna do this? Well, we haven't bought anything yet, so we can always just leave. That would be a pity. So I always have a little bit of cash in my back pocket for homeless people. But coffee is about the same price as it is in the Netherlands. And Joep apparently already ordered. So now I'm gonna have to walk 7 minutes to another ATM and then 7 minutes back in order to pay these people. This was not really the plan, but it is what I'm gonna do. Okay, I can now legally drink my coffee because...
And it's decaf.
And it's decaf. And it's... But we got the money. So we can actually pay what we owe them. Have you been enjoying your stay here?
It was lovely.
Yeah, with me being gone. He didn't say that, but that's what he meant. Grungiest toilet ever. Hello, there's two of me. That's the side of Dijon you don't get to see in anyone else's video. So the bump on my head, why is that block there? So if you walk up, and it's not like, I mean, it's kind of easy to get to, as you can see. They put tape on it, like that helps. But yeah, that's what happened. Oh well.
Incoming call.
It's the timer. Cheerio. What's the verdict?
Oh, it's delicious.
Okay, let me try this. Oh my. Oh.
You never had this before, right? Oh, it's the best.
The crunchiness, the spices. This is great. If you do eat meat, get a pastille. Buy it from someone who may be Moroccan. Outside yet again. Joep is trying to figure out how to get back to our car. And we're all prepared. We definitely left later than planned. It's gonna be a bit of a rush now. We still have to get fuel as well and drive for an hour too longer.
1 hour and 15 minutes.
Oh yeah.
But it better be worth it. It will be.
It's gonna be very tight though, isn't it? Joep, we're not in the car. What just happened?
Today happened.
Right. Actually, we just got up too late and we realized we were not gonna...
We were a bit slacking.
Yep.
But
He was
we
shitting.
also decided, and that is an actual better plan, that we visit Langres tomorrow, because it's on the way home. And we have
How
to
we
check
never
out
came
the
up with
B&B.
that plan at first.
We have
I
to
don't
check
know.
out the B&B, so we have to get up early and leave. So best of both.
Today we do Dijon.
And today we're gonna do the walk of
So
the owl.
we're still gonna do an actual walk.
Yeah, we have an active day planned.
Good.
But I think we're also in time for the restaurant.
Yep.
So,
Because that was the issue. We have a reservation at the same restaurant because of how good it was at 7. It is now no clue what it is because my watch died.
It's 2:30.
There you go. Which would mean we would have about maybe 2 hours in longer, which is not enough. So we're doing that tomorrow. That's the story.
What he said.
This is the official start of our walking trip through Dijon. We're following the owls on the ground. There's none here, but we also have our trusty GPX. It's also the first time that we're going to use what's it called?
Komoot. Komoot. Komoot.
K-O-M-O-O-T. We don't know how to pronounce it in.
A good friend of mine who's also a very successful hiker gave me this tip. So I have a paid profile now, 30 euros a year. Let's see if this works out.
Yeah, where are we going? Sideways. We go sideways. If there's one thing I didn't expect to see today, it's polar bears. The weather doesn't really call for it, but we're in a park, so anything may happen.
It's the second one I saw.
Oh, polar bears?
Well, being here, there's also one in the city center.
Oh.
I'm not sure. It has something to do with this guy, I guess. A monument à François
Pompon.
The monument of Henri Darcy. A lot of things in this city are named after him.
Including our parking spot.
So he must be very important. And he was. He was a scientist that did a lot of research towards the water that's in the grounds here. It's also something we're going to talk about tomorrow because of the source de la Meuse. Henri Darcy did two amazing things here in Dijon. He made the water pipe system, he renewed it, but he also did the train tracks that run from Paris to Lyon and cross Dijon. He lived here, he's not born here if I'm correct, but he did a lot of good things for the city. And the city is very thankful because they named a very nice square with the Arc de Triomphe after him, a parking lot, but also this whole park is in his honor. So great job, Henri. En route.
There's our first owl. This is what we're following, obviously in that direction. It's a bit of a weird owl, to be honest. I'm not the biggest fan of the drawing, but he looks friendly, and we're gonna follow his friendly advice and walk straight under a tram, probably.
The nice thing about this walk of the owl is that you discover things in the city that you would never see, know. We passed this hotel, I think, at least 10 times while being here 1.5 days. And there's a really cool story to tell about it. Grand Hotel La Cloche, the only 5-star hotel that Dijon has to offer. This hotel was already here in 1880, but the previous Hotel La Cloche was already here in the 15th century. That's how old the history of this hotel is. It's a 5-star hotel, and back in the 70s, while the world was being modernized, they started tearing down this hotel. They were auctioning the old furniture, they started destroying the interior, but the people of Dijon said, whoa, we don't want that. This is one of the most beautiful and historic buildings the city has to offer. So what they did, they became very furious, and there was a big riot here on the square, and they convinced the city council that the hotel had to be saved, and they did. The facade was still in one piece, so they decided to redo the interior, and the facade is still there in all its glory. It's called La Cloche. La Cloche means bell, and that's also a thing that Dijon is really famous for. There are at least 100 bell towers. It's an official monument now, so I don't think they're going to tear it down very soon. So if you come here and decide to sleep here, good luck, because it's very expensive. You can also just check out the outside, because that's the beautiful part and the original.
We keep calling this the Arc de Triomphe. It obviously is not, because that's in Paris, but it does look quite a bit like it. You, what's the official name of this thing?
It's called the Porte Guillaume.
Porte Guillaume. And Porte Guillaume was actually once connected with a bridge, a drawbridge. And it's not really needed anymore, because there's no bridge, there's also no water. But they just left it here to show off the grandeur of the city, and it does work. As soon as you get out of the parking garage, you see this, you're like, that's not bad, that's looking pretty serious. As you can see, it disappears behind us very slowly, because it is not small. It's 1:45 in Ouagadougou. I have no idea where that is, but this ball, that I don't know the function for, we can look it up, but we don't want to talk too much, shows the time. Around the world in slightly random cities, not necessarily the big ones. Here's Havana, and what else do we have? Here is Surabaya, and there's a man on top. He knows what time it is. It is time to post our cards. Off they go. Joep.
I lost the owls.
Where are your cards though?
Didn't you bring them all?
No, I brought mine.
Man.
When trying to find an ATM earlier today, I walked past this building. I even took a quick phone shot of it because I didn't bring my camera. I will take a proper camera photo now if I can, because what an awesome piece of architecture that is. Have a look at that. The focal length of my lens is a bit narrow and I can't get it on properly. Joep has been risking his life to take this photo now because he has a more suitable lens. I'm watching the traffic. but he's had to step aside many times because of oncoming traffic. This should be the one, although there's a Volkswagen coming.
You might remember this beauty. It's called Les Halles de Dijon. We were here this morning to gather our breakfast and meeting our Moroccan friend. It's designed by some famous people here in Dijon, some famous architect, but not Gustave Eiffel. We discovered that he was born here, and we all know him because of the Eiffel Tower. And if you look at the thing, all the iron work, it could have been from his hand, but it's not. It's a combined effort of very big architects here. Also saved from the bulldozer in 1975. This was also on the list for a national monument. If that didn't happen, it was the most prettiest parking lot that Dijon had to offer. But lucky for us, it's still in function as a market hall. Maybe we go there tomorrow morning again to gather our breakfast and say bye to our friends. But I think we have to do that a bit faster than this morning. Place François Rude. I think one of the most famous imageries of Dijon. It's also on the postcards that we sent. The building behind me, you see it everywhere if you Google Dijon. But that's not what I wanted to talk to you about. It's about the guy that gave its name to this place. It's François Rude. He's a famous sculptor from Dijon. But the fact is that his biggest masterpiece, at least his most famous one, isn't even in Dijon. It's in Paris. He did the carvings on the Arc de Triomphe. I don't know which part, there are several, but it's called La Marseillaise. So look it up if you're there, send us the pictures. Maybe if we get there before you, we'll make a nice video of it. Stijn, en route.
We are walking in Rue de Forges, and where usually in an old city you see some old buildings, but also a lot of modern ones in between. This is all filled with beautiful facades from between the Middle Ages and the Renaissance. And that creates a bit of a vibe. Feels old because it is old.
La Route de Owl shows us many pretty things and tells us amazing stories. And one of them I'm going to tell you now. It's about the Notre Dame de Dijon. As Stan will show you, it's a magnificent building. But the most special part, it's on top. It's a Jacquemart, if I pronounce it correctly. I had to Google what the hell that is, but it's an automation or a clockwork that's automated so that it rings the bell every hour. Nowadays that doesn't sound that sexy, but if you remember that this was brought here by the Duke of Burgundy in 1330, that shows you that automation is not something that modern times only had to offer. The other special thing, it's not from France, but it's from Kortrijk, Belgium. The Duke of Burgundy, Philip the Brave, fought a war in Flanders, where Kortrijk is. And the people of Dijon offered him 1,000 strong men to fight along his side. As a thank you, he brought the bell, Jacquemart, all the way to Dijon. A fun fact is also that the bell broke on the way here, so they had to fix it. But it's a very special thing, and it also gave name to the Jacquemart. I read that Jacquemart is the name of the installation, but it's named after this specific one because there are 4 people on top, 2 adults and 2 children. And the male adult is called Jacquemart. He has a hammer that rings the bell every hour. And there's also a Jacqueline. She was added in another period of time, a wee bit later, and she also rings the bell. And there's also Le Petit Jacquemart et Jacqueline on their sides. It's not their children. I don't know if it's even a love couple, but that's why it's called that way. I never knew. I actually also never saw one like this. So look out if you're in the French cities or in the Belgian ones and see an old church, look for the Jacquemart. I think we go inside, Stijn, right?
Absolutely. Joep, you just said that the Jacquemart is holding a hammer.
Yeah.
Would that make him a jackhammer? Jacquemart? Is that coincidental? I'm gonna do some Googling there.
Secret door.
Step 3.
Queuing to touch the wall of a church. But it's for a special reason, because here's the owl, the patron of this city and also of a walk. Legend says that if you touch it with your left hand and make a wish, as I just did, your wish might come true. There's also the devil on the watch. Nobody knows this, but it's over here. Stijn, follow me. It's very small. It looks more like a salamander than like a dragon. But the legend also says if you walk by the dragon after making a wish, he will steal it. So I'm not sure if my wish will come true. And this is also the walk, so bad luck for me, I guess. Or maybe I'll go back.
We would almost just walk by it by accident, but this is the oldest half-timbered house in the city from 1483. Also, there is a cat on the roof. Look at that.
Look at the cat.
We haven't gotten very far because the timbered house is there, and this is the building that pretty much embodies the style of this city, called Classical Burgundy. It's got all the elements and a really cool colored roof. There's apparently also concerts and such going on in there, so it still has a function. Other than looking gorgeous. You may think this city looks good, but trust me when I say it looks way better in real life. Because of the way it's laid out, it's actually really hard to get like a satisfying angle for shots. Whether it's video or photo, you get an impression, but you don't know what it's like until you're really here. So yes, it's even better.
Welcome to what has to be the biggest touristic highlight that Dijon has to offer. It for sure is the biggest building that Dijon has to offer. Man, this thing is massive. It's the palace of the Dukes of Burgundy. There were 4 dukes in the history of France. They all were members of the crown, but not the most friendly one, because they all want to be king themselves. And that didn't happen in a very gentle way. Burgundy has not always been French, because it also allied with the English, and it also ruled over Flanders, and that's the part that made them very rich. The palace nowadays has 2 things: a very big fine art museum, I think one of the most beautiful and special ones in the whole of France, but it also houses the 2 tombs of 2 of the 4 dukes. If you can see over there, there's a really big tower, Philippe Le Bon Tour, I think it's its name. You can climb all the way up, but you need a guide for that. And since we didn't book that up front, unfortunately we are going to stay here. The views are magnificent. You can see the whole Place de Libération from up there. You can even see the restaurant that we had dinner yesterday and have dinner tonight as well. But man, this is really something. It also housed the government, at least the local one, and it still is partially, but I don't know which one, because that's the museum and that's also the museum. So maybe it's here. Who can tell? Let's admire its beauty. If you stand in the middle of Place de Libération, you can pretty much see the whole thing. It's impressive. It's, by the way, not how it looked when they first built this thing, because it burned down to the ground twice and they had to rebuild it. But still, it's very old. By the way, on this square used to be a very big statue of Louis XIV, but during the French Revolution they melted the boy down to make cannonballs out of it.
Still very peaceful there, but that's going to be our spot for dinner tonight again, because we were so happy with it yesterday. Never change a winning team, right? Actually, you made fun of me because when I said we could also just eat at the same place twice, he called me autistic, which is true, but also then we agreed that we should eat at the same place twice. Maybe I just knew it would be coming.
Stijn, hold it. Check out the view from last night. I finally know what it is.
You know what it is now?
It's the Palace of Justice.
It just is. Kids these days. The first order of females ever was founded in 1100, you said, right?
Yes.
Exactly. In Tart, but due to security reasons, they had to move to Dijon because, as we've established so far, it's a pretty safe place. And they resided here. My feminist side makes my feminist side very happy. I think Joep is wondering if they're still there. They also helped found the hospital, so they did some very useful work here in those early days. Nope. Nope. So the arrows on the ground just disappeared because of new road surfaces, and we just walked where we thought we had to walk, and at some point we're like, well, we should probably get back to where we do know the route. And then we did. We started looking into where we were actually supposed to go according to the little stories on the website. And it turned out, somehow, by following our feet and our senses, we walked exactly the route we were supposed to walk.
I saw like 3 churches, of which one of them was a theater now, or is a theater now. And there's
That's
a
right here.
very big church over here, and I thought that must be on the route, but no owls to be found. As I find out now, while reading the text, that this is the last stop, and it houses the biggest of the 100 bell towers in Dijon. So let's find out if you can find it, see it, and then we're back in time for food.
In 45 minutes, we better run. This is one hell of a church. Also, bless you, whatever that was. It's huge. It doesn't even fit my image. Let me go widescreen on this one. And there it is. Coincidentally, the owls are there. We almost were here, and then just when we gave up, apparently the owls continue. But look at this thing. I can see why this is the highest bell tower, or are the highest bell towers in Dijon. Again, the colorful roof. I do like that. And really cool roof patterns on the towers as well. It wasn't a mission like our Mars mission in Rotterdam, but Joep has been searching for this shop without Googling for way too long. So we just Googled, and it turns out we passed it many a time. Mustard.
Honey with truffles.
Yeah, I do like it.
I didn't expect I'd be tasting 7 different mustards today. They're all great. I'm going for the Chardonnay one. I'm pretty sure Joep wants the rosemary one. Which one did you like best, Joep?
We'll go for the original one.
Yeah. And well, the inevitable happened. Joep wanted to go here, and I'm the one who bought mustard.
But we found it, and it's almost at our AirBNB, so we will catch some tomorrow.
Yeah, he's
because
still waiting
I'm still
for...
gathering with my best half. She was here before years ago, but the price is raised
Or
more
she drank
than
so much wine that
in
she
the
can't
years that
remember how
passed.
much she paid back then. Little pot, 34 euros, but hey, it's a gift for the mama, and I
Oh,
think
it's the
she's
middle,
gonna...
middle
the
one.
middle pot, sorry. But yeah, still, they're gonna enjoy it, so that's all
We
good.
have to run for food now. After a very long but a very entertaining walk, we are back at our favorite restaurant. Also the only one that we know, but still. And the garçon said that he had a local made beer, so we decided to try it. Stijn has the red
Amber one, the red
and
one.
I have the
White
white
one.
one.
Cheerio.
Cheerio. Oh, lekker zak.
I immediately switches to Dutch. He says it's nice and soft. It's a really nice beer. It has a slight undertone of berries, but only very slight. Still very much beer, and it's actually a really nice beer. They say the French are not known for their beers, but these are a good start. Can I try yours, Joep?
No.
Damn it. When in Rome, Joep. When in Rome.
Oh.
Was that really the most efficient way of doing that?
Stijn,
Cheerio.
cheers to another amazing day.
As we do.
To the Meuse XL.
We're gonna do something risky here. We're gonna order the beer that is named after the joint that we are at, which is for some reason much cheaper between 8 and midnight, I think.
No, it's 6 and 8.
6 and 8, okay. It's not between 6 and 8 though. Merci.
Messi. Achterlangs.
Ja, precies. Nee, merci.
Nee, merci.
Krijg je daar nou op?
Het bonnetje.
Cheers, boy.
It's lager.
Smaakt
That's like
naar bier.
that's the most average lager that ever. It's alright though.
Yes.
Now the question is,
Yes.
one more or no more?
so question.
What's the answer?
Yes. Blowing in the wind.
The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind.
This guinea pig is blowing in the wind.
Yup, it's it's official. This is the last night that we can drink beer. How are you feeling about this?
The last night that I can drink beer.
In Dijon on this trip.
I thought, what's happening?
So this is our last night here. We'll be going to Langres tomorrow. How did you find Dijon?
Oh my God, I love it here. It's by far one of the top 10 most beautiful cities I ever visited. And I'm not even sure if there are 9 more beautiful cities. So maybe it's top 5.
That's sort of what at least indicated. So we just went here because it was close to the Plateau de Langres. We didn't actually know much about this town. We looked it up, it seemed cool. We didn't expect it to be anywhere near as pretty as it really is. The people are lovely, the food is great, the atmosphere is good. It's an all-round great atmosphere is good. It's an all-round great city.
Yeah, we did the tour that you saw just now. And it was in my Komoot app that I didn't use since the first steps that we took. It was, I think, 4.8 kilometers, so let's do this in 1 hour. But we walked for almost 17 kilometers in the city because there are some detours. And there are 4 detours of the Walk of the Owl. But it's marvelous. You see the outskirts of the city center, you see the old city center. And we even missed 2 detours because we had to be on time for dinner.
I don't think we actually told the people. So the system is with this tour, you can follow the owl, but there's also images of a flying owl on the ground.
With an A, and a B, or a C or D. And we did the A and the B detour because we didn't know if it was part of the official tour or not. But
so the flying owl means that yes, you can take this tour, but it's not really descripted anywhere on the website or anything. But it was a great little extra bit of suburban area that we otherwise wouldn't have seen. It was great. So yeah, Dijon, I would say massive surprise.
Yeah, but it's also extended the city because it's, I think it's a bit like Maastricht. It's large but tiny and at the same time. But Dijon ancient city center is also not that big. But when we started walking all the extras, and you see the things behind all the beautiful buildings, there are even more beautiful buildings and more history and more areas that are pretty. So Dijon kept extending and extending.
Yeah, we've seen a lot, and there wasn't any weak parts to the city. Everything was gorgeous.
But now I think we are here too short, so we have to come back.
I would agree with that. Yeah, I feel like there's more to the city. I think it is
Stay 4 days.
I think it's at least a good 2-day city, if not more. So highly recommended. We've been pleasantly surprised, and we don't want this city to get overcrowded with tourists because it's not right now.
Don't go here.
So
Don't go here.
don't
Ever.
don't go here ever. But yeah, we do recommend you give it a shot because this place has been mind blowing to us.
Don't go here ever.
So this is our last beer here. We wish you all a great night, and we'll see you again in 2 weeks. Have a lovely night.
What he said.
Bye bye Dijon.
Oh. No, we're still here, Stan, and we still have to stay here for 1 night.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
But I need my bed so bad.
Can't say I'm quite that tired yet, but I will hopefully sleep well. I'm gonna miss this place. It's been very nice to us, extremely nice to us. Chef Joseph. Normally we end these videos after our outro, but something's gonna happen here, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna cook, but there's only rubbish here.
Rubbish, is it now? So we got a free hamburger, or a free kufte actually, from a super nice Moroccan guy at the market. And we are now going to eat that kufte with the olives as a nice late night snack. And then we're gonna sleep. That's the plan. Mister, show the good viewers of the internet your meat. That meat. This meat. Oh, that smells really good actually. Oh,
You
can you smell that?
Let me check how this thing works. Stan boy, are you ready?
Let's not do this. A plate would be nice.
Eat it.
Is it not hot? It's very hot. Thank you. If you
Yeah,
keep
wussy.
holding it, exactly.
Wussy.
Some olives, please. There you go. Late night snacks. Let's enjoy our free burgers. Ooh. Cheerio.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's very good. They do know how to spice things in Morocco, don't they?
Lekker vinger. Lekker dom.
Wat zei je?